Filip Hrgović does not need to just beat Dave Allen, he needs to destroy him. Because at heavyweight, winning is not always enough. Perception matters, momentum matters, timing matters, and when you're trying to force your name back into the heavyweight matrix, you cannot look ordinary against the man people expect you to beat. This is the science of boxing. So when it comes to Hrgovic's resume, he has already been through real heavyweight danger. He fought Zhilei Zhang in a close, controversial fight. He lost to Daniel Dubois in a shootout where both men had moments, but Dubois broke through. Then Hrgović came back and beat Joe Joyce on short notice, showing experience, toughness, and ambition. His resume is strong, and he has operated at a high level. Think of this, experience is not theory when a man has already survived fire. Hrgovic's best weapon is his jab, but the danger comes when he really lets the backhand go. In some sense, he is an offensive-minded boxer. He has reach, good movement, and a technical foundation that can control distance. His new trainer is trying to add punch creativity, more combinations and more confidence staying in the pocket. That could unlock another version of him. Think of this, a jab opens the door, but the right hand walks through it. So when it comes to the trainers, Abel Sanchez is now working with Hrgović, and so far this looks like an effective partnership, and effective partnerships are important in boxing. Sanchez is an underrated trainer from my perspective, with a wealth, an absolute wealth of experience. He understands boxing, but he also understands people. That's a great combination. As a former entrepreneur, he knows management, discipline, pressure, and psychology. His partnership with Gennady Golovkin was epic because it mixed aggression with structure. Could he bring that same genius to Hrgović? Could he turn him from dangerous into destructive? Think of this. The right trainer does not create the fighter, he reveals him. So every boxer has weaknesses, and some have more weaknesses than others. But what is the major weakness within Filip Hrgović? To me, the major weakness is obvious. Hrgović has a cuts problem. In his last fight, he suffered significant damage. And in heavyweight boxing, that is a serious disadvantage because Hrgović could be winning every round, still lose by a cut stoppage. How dangerous is that against a man like Dave Allen? What happens if one clean shot opens scar tissue early? What happens if that overhand right opens up a cut? And what is the remedy? Well, the obvious remedy would be to improve your defense, but Hrgović, I think, naturally is not defensive-minded. Now, Sanchez, I think, is a great trainer, and he will give his experience, and he will give instructions, and he will give him every chance. But think of this, blood can influence the scorecards, and then the fight. I don't actually remember anyone talking about Filip Hrgovic's psychology. Now, from my perspective, from where I'm standing, I think Filip Hrgović has a strong psychology. He can take punches and he seems confident. He trusts his weapons. He has confidence in his jab. He has confidence in his backhand. He has confidence in his physical strength. But confidence and arrogance are not the same thing. Against Dubois, he clearly looked overconfident. Did he think the fight would eventually bend his way? Did he understand how much punishment Dubois could give back? That is where timing and humility matter. From Hrgovic's perspective, hopefully he's learned his lesson. He needs to be coming in confident, not arrogant. Think of this, belief wins fights, but arrogance walks a man into punches. So every fight or every boxer or every challenger presents a puzzle, and those puzzles are different. Dave Allen, I would argue, can punch. He has a dangerous overhand right and a really good left hook to the body. That is the puzzle that he brings. If this fight stays at long range, Dave's chances diminish. Hrgović must not allow Dave to enter the pocket for free. He needs to tie him up on the inside. walk him back and make him reset, walk him into that right hand. But what happens if Dave lands that overhand right clean? What happens if the left hook to the body slows Hrgović down? That low left hand must become high when Dave gets close. And it's important that in the right context, Filip Hrgović is defensively responsible because, like I said, Dave can punch. Think of this: distance is safety until you give it away. So in boxing, there are always variables, and in life, there's always variables. So what are the variables here? Different boxing matches have different variables. Hrgović needs to make sure he does not get cut. He needs to harness his reflexes and refine his jab. I'm not actually aware of either boxer having injuries, but I do know that camps matter. So think of this: what if one man has had a perfect camp, but what if the other man is carrying a hidden problem? A strong camp is usually defined by investment, the finest trainer, great nutritionists, sports psychologists, strength and conditioning, proper sparring. I don't know the budgets of these fighters, but if Hrgović has a great camp, he has a great trainer, has no injuries and confidence without arrogance, he should be favoured. But if Dave Allen comes in sharp, in shape and prepared, an upset is possible. Think of this: fights are won in public, but they are built in private. So let's talk about cultural impact, and mostly there's a relationship between cultural impact and the money you can make. Now this is an opportunity for Hrgović to enter the British boxing heavyweight algorithm. That matters because British heavyweight boxing is thriving, it's growing exponentially. The fans, they care. The media, they care. The arenas, they care. A strong performance against Dave Allen gives Hrgović attention, credibility, and commercial momentum. But does Hrgović understand the size of the opportunity? Does he know that in Britain, one explosive win can change your market overnight? This is not just sport, it is investment, and it is cultural impact. Think of this: sometimes a knockout is not just a result, it's marketing. So here is a perspective, and I think this perspective is valid. Hrgović has to destroy Dave Allen. Why? Because he's not only fighting one man, he is fighting doubt, he is fighting memory, he is fighting the Dubois loss, the cuts issue, and the question of whether he is truly elite, of whether he belongs at the high level. So with that being said, a points win may not be enough. A messy win may not be enough. He needs clarity. He needs absolute clarity. He needs violence with control. He needs technical discipline with destructive intent. Now, boxing is entertainment. And because we know this, we know that winning is not enough. He being Filip Hrgović, needs the currency of entertainment, because even if he has overcome the Dubois loss with his 2 recent victories, he needs to capture the public's imagination. Entertainment, the currency of entertainment, captures the imagination, but Hrgović has to make the investment. So that's the end of the video. Now I'm trying to build a digital boxing community. That means I'm interested in your comments, I'm interested in your questions, and I'm interested in your observations. Now, if you want to support the channel, all you have to do is like and subscribe. And if you want to watch more content, then simply click here or click here. As always, thanks for your time. It is much appreciated.